I see you, my beloved. I see how you've walked through the valley with trembling hands and tired feet. I have watched as your heart grew heavy with burdens you couldn't speak aloud. You pressed on, even when your strength faltered, even when you didn't know if you could face another sunrise. In the stillness of the night, when tears found their way onto your pillow, I was there. When the world seemed too loud, too demanding, and your soul longed for silence, I whispered peace over you. And today, I remind you that I am the God who restores. I am the one who promises in my word, I will satisfy the weary soul, and every languishing soul I will replenish. My child, this promise is for you. It is alive for this very moment. I am not a distant God who watches in silence. I am your Father, your healer, your restorer. You have carried much in this season. The pressures of life have tried to strip your joy, and the constant demands have drained your inner well. But I tell you now, you are not forgotten. You are not alone in your weariness. I am with you, walking beside you, even when you do not feel me near. You may have wondered where I was when the days grew dark, when hope felt small and silence surrounded you. But I was closer than your breath, holding you together when it felt like everything was falling apart. My love for you has never diminished. Not in your tears, not in your doubts, not in your moments of despair. I have not left you. I have been gathering your tears in my hands, and I have been preparing a river of renewal for your soul. Let me speak to that deep place in you that feels dry and weary. You don't have to strive to be strong. You don't have to pretend to be okay when you're breaking inside. I am not asking for your perfection. I am inviting your surrender. Come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Let your soul collapse into my arms. Let the walls fall down. Let the tears fall freely. You are safe with me. I am not ashamed of your weariness. I do not withdraw from your brokenness. I draw near to it. I step into your pain with the fullness of my healing presence, and I pour out grace upon grace. This is a sacred season, not one of punishment, but of realignment. I am using the wilderness to call you back to my heart. The noise of the world has tried to drown out my voice, but in this quietness, I am speaking clearly. I am reminding you that you are more than what you do. You are more than the responsibilities you carry or the roles you fulfill. You are mine. Before the world knew your name, I called you my own. I formed you with purpose and breathed life into your being. And even now, in your weakness, you are held within the strength of my love. You have tried to be everything to everyone, and still you felt like you're not enough. But I want you to know my grace is sufficient. My strength is made perfect in your weakness. Where you end, I begin. Where your resources run dry, I step in with rivers of living water. You do not have to fix yourself before coming to me. You do not have to have it all together. Just come. Come with your tired soul. Come with your unspoken grief. Come with your numb heart. I am waiting with arms open wide. I am the God who restores, and I will not turn you away. Let me lift the burdens that have weighed you down. You were never meant to carry them alone. Lay them at my feet. Release the anxiety, the worry, the fears of the unknown. Give me the guilt, the shame, the disappointment that you've carried in silence. I see every layer, and still, I love you without hesitation. I want to replenish what has been lost. I want to restore the joy that once danced in your eyes. I want to breathe new life into the parts of you that have grown tired and quiet. I will revive your heart, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. My spirit is moving even now, gently reviving the places that feel forgotten. There is no wound too deep for my healing touch. There is no heart too broken for me to mend. I specialize in restoration. I turn mourning into dancing. I bring beauty from ashes. I lift up the downcast and renew the strength of those who wait on me. You do not have to rush this process. Let me lead you gently. Healing is not always loud, sometimes, it is found in the quiet moments when you sit in my presence and simply breathe. This season of weariness is not the end of your story. It is the turning point. It is where my strength becomes your anchor. It is where you begin to see that my grace truly is enough. I am leading you beside still waters. I am restoring your soul. I am opening your eyes to see that even in the middle of the storm, my peace remains unshaken. You will not drown in the sorrow. You will not be overcome by the weight. I am holding you steady. And even when you feel like you're slipping, my hands never let go. Rest, my child. Rest in the truth that you are loved beyond measure. Rest in the certainty that I am working behind the scenes, even when you cannot see it. Rest in the promise that I am faithful, always. I know your heart. I know your story. I know the battles you've fought that no one else sees. And I honor your perseverance. I honor your desire to keep going, even when everything in you wanted to stop. You are not weak. You are courageous. You are deeply loved. And now, it is time to let me carry you. Let the river of my presence wash over you. Let my spirit breathe into the dry bones and call them to life. Let my word be the lamp for your feet, the anchor for your soul. I am not finished with you. There is still more ahead. More joy, more peace, more encounters with my love. The days of depletion are giving way to days of overflow. The drought is breaking. The rains are coming. The ground that felt barren will soon bloom with new life. I am doing a new thing. Can you feel it? Can you perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Even now, I am restoring your soul. Even now, I am lifting your head. Even now, I am reminding you that you were made for more than survival. You were made to thrive in me. Not by striving, not by forcing, but by resting in my love. You were not designed to carry the weight of the world. You were created to walk with me in the cool of the day, to know me intimately, to abide in my presence. And in this abiding, you will find everything you need. Peace for the anxious heart. Hope for the discouraged soul. Strength for the weary spirit. Let the lies fall away, the lies that say you're alone, that you've failed, that you'll never be enough. I speak truth over you now. You are chosen. You are redeemed. You are cherished. You are held. My love for you is not based on your performance, it is rooted in my nature. I am love. And nothing can separate you from my love, not fear, not doubt, not your past, not your pain. You are safe in me. You are secure in me. And in my presence, you will find rest for your soul. Come away with me, even if just for a moment. Let the noise fade. Let the chaos of the world fall to the background. Come and sit with me. Let me sing over you. Let me whisper hope into the places that feel forgotten. I am restoring what has been broken. I am redeeming what was lost. I am bringing full circle the promises I have spoken over your life. Though the process has felt long, and the wait has been painful, not a single moment has been wasted. I have been working in the waiting. I have been shaping you in the silence. And now, I am calling you to rest, to receive, to be refreshed. There is fresh oil being poured out. There is new wine being formed. Do not fear the pressing. Do not resist the stretching. What you have walked through is not in vain. It is preparing you for greater. It is clearing the way for deeper intimacy with me. You will see the fruit in due time. You will taste the goodness that I have stored up for you. Your story is not over. The best is yet to come. But for now, let your soul rest. Let me be enough. Let me be the living water that satisfies the depths of your soul. I am not rushing you. I am not disappointed in you. I am delighting in your willingness to come to me. You are seen, you are known, and you are loved. And as you rest in me, I will replenish you. As you wait on me, I will renew your strength. As you trust in me, I will lead you into peace beyond understanding. Lift your eyes, my child. The dawn is coming. The night is ending. And I am with you, now and always. The winds of divine healing are stirring around you, beloved soul. In realms unseen, where the mysteries of heaven unfold in sacred silence, the hand of God is reaching toward you with tenderness, wisdom, and boundless love. He sees your heart, its quiet cries, its silent struggles, its unspoken hopes. And he does not turn away. Rather, he draws near, closer than your breath, wrapping you in an embrace of light that transcends all fear. Through the presence of his Archangel Raphael, the healer of heaven, God is whispering to you now, healing energy is at work in your life. Though your physical eyes may only behold the chaos, the unknown, or the weight of unanswered questions, the truth in the spirit is far different. God is not idle in your suffering. He is not distant in your waiting. He is actively pouring healing waters upon the dry places of your life. Where there has been brokenness, he is weaving restoration. Where there has been confusion, he is speaking clarity. Where you have felt lost, abandoned, or unsure, he is sending angels to guide your steps with divine precision. The Holy Spirit, your eternal comforter, is ministering to you even now, easing the ache, releasing the tension, and replacing sorrow with peace. Imagine, for just a moment, your life in perfect harmony, healed, whole, and surrounded by divine order. God invites you to hold that image in your heart, not as a fantasy, but as a prophecy of what is unfolding. Every prayer you've uttered through tears, every moment you've chosen to believe despite the evidence, every silent cry you've lifted to the heavens, they have not gone unnoticed. The God who formed galaxies with his breath has heard you, and he is responding. Healing is not only on its way, it is already here. It is moving through your cells, through your thoughts, through your relationships, through your circumstances. What once looked impossible is now beginning to shift under the weight of divine intervention. Raphael, whose very name means God heals, is not distant from your pain. He is assigned to you for such a time as this to bring healing not only to your body, but to your mind, your heart, your soul, your memories, your finances, and your path. He brings the balm of God's love to places long neglected. He moves with justice and fairness, not in the way the world defines them, but according to the perfect wisdom of heaven. In every conflict, every injustice, every unresolved matter, God is bringing resolution not based on man's timing, but on divine timing that ensures the highest good and the most complete restoration. There is a divine unraveling taking place. The knots of confusion, the tangles of despair, the burdens of the past are being gently undone. One by one, every stronghold that has tried to keep you bound is being broken by the love of God. Chains of fear are falling. Walls of doubt are crumbling. Every dark whisper that told you healing was beyond your reach is being silenced by the voice of the Almighty saying, "You are my beloved. I have called you by name. You are mine." His voice carries authority. It carries power. It carries truth that overrides every lie. You are not meant to carry this weight alone. You were never created to walk through this life without the hand of God holding you steady. Release your fears. Surrender them at His feet. They were never yours to carry. God is not intimidated by your pain. He is not surprised by your questions. He welcomes them. He welcomes your raw honesty, your trembling faith, your imperfect trust. In return, He offers you a gift, His peace, which surpasses all understanding. His assurance, which penetrates the deepest anxieties. His nearness, which casts out all fear. Let His love wash over you like a tide, again and again, until every wound is touched, every bruise is comforted, and every scar is redeemed. There is nothing too broken for God. There is no history too complicated, no diagnosis too grim, no situation too far gone. With a single word, He can bring light into the darkest places. With a single breath, He can breathe new life into what you thought was dead. Do not be discouraged by what you see, for the Spirit of God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating miracles that will leave you in awe. Perhaps you've felt forgotten. Perhaps the silence of God has felt heavy. But know this, heaven is never still when you pray. Angels are dispatched when you whisper His name. Healing is not always sudden, but it is always sacred. Every shift, every moment of relief, every wave of comfort is proof that God is near. Raphael does not come with empty hands. He comes with medicine for the soul, solutions for the mind, and light for the journey ahead. His presence means that God has heard your cry and has sent help from on high. As you yield to God's process, trust that what is happening beneath the surface is more important than what is happening in the natural. Roots are being healed so that fruit can flourish. Foundations are being restored so that your life can be built anew, stronger, freer, and full of divine purpose. Do not fear the waiting. In the waiting, you are being strengthened. In the waiting, you are being renewed. Like gold refined by fire, your faith is being purified. Like clay in the potter's hands, your life is being reshaped into something more beautiful than you ever imagined. God is not only healing your body, He is healing your identity. He is healing the way you see yourself. No longer through the lens of pain, shame, or limitation, but through the truth of who you are in Him, whole, beloved, chosen, and radiant. Let go of the labels that others placed on you. Let go of the verdicts of the past. You are not what happened to you. You are not your trauma, your illness, your losses, or your failures. You are a child of the Most High, and your destiny is still intact. No delay has cancelled His plans. No detour has derailed your calling. No wound has made you unworthy of His promises. The God who formed you in your mother's womb has not changed His mind about you. His purpose still stands. His love still covers you. His angels are still assigned to you. You are not alone. Even now, He is lifting the burdens that weighed you down, replacing them with a garment of praise. He is restoring your joy, not the fleeting happiness of the world, but the deep, abiding joy that comes from knowing you are safe in His hands. He is calming your mind, stilling your heart, and awakening your spirit to the truth that all is being made new. You are stepping into a season of divine resolution. What was long entangled is being straightened. What was long delayed is being released. What was long misunderstood is being revealed with heavenly clarity. Relationships are being healed. Purpose is being reignited. Health is being restored. Dreams that were placed on the shelf are being dusted off and revived by the breath of God. The impossible is being made possible not by your striving, but by your surrender. As you walk forward, do so with confidence that you are surrounded by angelic hosts. Raphael is leading you through valleys and into green pastures. He is guarding you against unseen dangers, interceding for your healing, and pointing you always back to the throne of grace. There is nothing that concerns you that God does not already have an answer for. There is no part of your story that cannot be used for His glory. Every tear, every trial, every triumph, it is all being woven into a testimony that will inspire, heal, and uplift others. You are becoming a vessel of healing yourself. As God heals you, He will use you to carry healing to others. As He comforts you, He will place words of comfort in your mouth. As He brings you through, He will give you strength to lead others out of their own wilderness. You are being transformed not just for your sake, but for the sake of those He will bring into your path. Your healing is not an end, it is a beginning. A beginning of deeper intimacy with Him. A beginning of new assignments. A beginning of miraculous encounters and divine appointments. So rise, beloved one, not in your own strength, but in the strength of the Lord your God. Rise with faith, knowing that the healer walks with you. Rise with courage, knowing that the outcome is already held in victory. Rise with joy, knowing that goodness and mercy are following you. Every cell of your being is responding to the frequency of heaven. Every circumstance is bending to the will of God. Every obstacle is being overcome by the power of His love. This is your time to trust more deeply, to surrender more fully, and to expect more boldly. Heaven is leaning in. The throne room is aware of your every need. And the verdict from above is clear: healing is yours. Peace is yours. Wholeness is yours. Protection is yours. Divine justice is yours. You are safe. You are loved. You are seen. And you are being made new by the one who calls you His own. Let your heart rest in that truth. Let your soul breathe in that peace. And let your spirit rise, healed and whole, under the covering of the Most High and the watchful care of His angel, Raphael. There is something sacred about the moment a soul chooses to believe again, not because it has never been hurt, not because the path has been easy, but precisely because it hasn't. It is a holy defiance, a courageous surrender, and a quiet revolution all at once. It is the whisper of faith that rises from the ashes of disappointment, the still small voice that refuses to be silenced by fear, and the spark of divine light that flickers even in the darkest nights. Today, heaven leans close to remind you that no matter how far you've strayed, no matter how long you've doubted, no matter how deep the ache or how silent the seasons have felt, your story is not over. The author of your life, the one who formed you in the secret place and called you by name, has never stopped writing. God is not finished with you. In fact, He is just getting started. In the eyes of God, there is no such thing as being late, no such thing as falling behind when your life is surrendered to His perfect timing. You are exactly where you are meant to be, not as a result of chance or misstep, but by divine design. Every detour, every pause, every heartbreak, and every delay has been held in His hands. Not one tear you've cried has been wasted. Not one prayer has gone unheard. In His infinite wisdom, God has been preparing you, refining you, healing you, and shaping you for such a time as this. This moment right now is your holy invitation to begin again, not from where you were, but from who you've become. You are not who you once were. You carry more wisdom, more clarity, and a deeper understanding of grace. You have learned to rise, to endure, and to hope. And that is no small thing. God is a God of fresh starts. He specializes in redemption stories. When He looks at your life, He does not see failure or lost time. He sees potential. He sees purpose. He sees the exact ingredients needed for a miraculous testimony. It is the nature of God to bring beauty from ashes and to breathe life into dry bones. He delights in turning mourning into dancing, sorrow into joy, and confusion into clarity. And the best part, he does it not because we earn it or strive for it, but because he is love, and he is faithful. Even when we are unfaithful, he remains steadfast. Even when we doubt, he remains constant. Even when we fall, he extends his hand to lift us again. That is the heart of our Father, compassionate, patient, and endlessly merciful. There is a blank page before you now, a sacred scroll waiting to be filled with the next chapter of your life. But this time, you are not writing it alone. God is co-authoring this journey with you, guiding each word, directing each step, and pouring divine inspiration into every corner of your story. His Spirit within you is whispering possibilities beyond what you can ask, think, or imagine. You are not starting from emptiness, you are beginning from overflow, the overflow of His grace, His presence, and His promises. Every decision you make, every thought you choose, every step you take forward is part of this new unfolding. It is a holy co-creation rooted not in fear, but in faith, not in striving, but in surrender, not in doubt, but in unshakable belief in the one who holds your future. God is not asking you to have it all figured out. He is not looking for perfection. He is simply inviting you to trust again, to believe again, to step out on the waters with your eyes fixed on Him. He is asking you to let go of the old narratives that have kept you bound, the lies that said you're too late, too broken, too lost, or too far gone. None of those things are true in the kingdom of heaven. In God's eyes, you are never too far for redemption, never too broken for restoration, and never too lost for His love to find you. You are His beloved. You are His creation. And He has placed within you gifts, callings, and dreams that are still alive and waiting to be awakened. This is the time to release the weight of the past, to stop rehearsing old wounds and regrets, and to allow the healing balm of God's Spirit to touch every place that still hurts. Let Him tend to the broken parts. Let Him rewrite the inner script that says you're unworthy or incapable. Let Him wash over you with truth, the truth that you are chosen, set apart, and deeply loved. His plans for you are still good. His promises still stand. And His power within you is still mighty to accomplish all He has spoken over your life. Every dream that you buried in fear, every vision you dismissed as impossible, every hope you labeled as unrealistic, God remembers. He does not forget what He has placed in your spirit. The dreams that came from Him are not dead, they are dormant, waiting for the light of your belief to awaken them again. It starts with a simple yes. A yes to God's leading. A yes to His timing. A yes to trusting Him even when the path is unclear. When you say yes to God, the doors that need to open will open. The opportunities that are meant for you will find you. The resources, connections, and provision will align themselves in ways you could never orchestrate on your own. Because this isn't just your story, it's God's story through you. And what He authors, He finishes. Let this be the season where you choose hope again. Let this be the moment where you silence the voice of doubt and tune your ears to the voice of truth. Let your spirit rise in expectation, not because of what you can do, but because of who your God is. He is the God who split seas, who moved mountains, who called the unqualified and made them vessels of glory. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And He is with you now, closer than your breath, eager to walk with you into the new that He has prepared. Do not despise small beginnings. Do not measure your progress against anyone else's journey. What God is building in you is uniquely yours, and it is beautiful in its becoming. He knows your heart. He sees your effort, He understands your tears. and he will reward your faithfulness in due time. Trust that every seed planted in faith, every prayer lifted in secret, every act of obedience no matter how small will bear fruit. Heaven sees it all. And what is sown in secret will be honored in the light. As you begin again, anchor your heart in God's word. Let his promises be your foundation. Let his truth be your compass. The world will offer noise, distraction, and comparison, but the voice of God will always lead you to peace. Meditate on his love. Fill your mind with his faithfulness. Surround yourself with people who speak life, who point you back to Jesus, and who remind you of who you are in him. Guard your atmosphere. Protect your vision. And keep your eyes on eternity, for that is where true purpose is found. This new chapter will not be free of challenges, but it will be full of grace. God does not promise a life without storms, but he promises to be your anchor within them. He promises strength for every battle, wisdom for every decision, and peace that surpasses all understanding. When anxiety tries to rise, speak his name. When doubt tries to linger, declare his word. When fear tries to paralyze, take one step of faith and watch what he does. He will meet you in the movement. He will multiply your trust. And he will make a way even when there seems to be none. You do not need to rush this process. God is not in a hurry with you. He works in seasons, and he honors every stage. Whether you're in a time of planting, pruning, waiting, or blooming, he is present in it all. And each phase carries purpose. Let go of the urge to arrive and embrace the grace to become. God is doing a deep work in you, forming character, growing endurance, expanding your faith, and aligning your life with his eternal vision. It is not in vain. Every moment matters in his hands. So, walk forward boldly, beloved. Not in your own strength, but in the confidence of being chosen by the King of Kings. Raise your expectations. Speak life over your days. Declare God's promises with authority. And when doubt whispers again, remind yourself of whose you are. You are a child of God. A vessel of purpose. A temple of the Holy Spirit. A light in the darkness. You carry the hope of heaven within you, and that is more than enough to start anew. The blank page before you is holy ground. Heaven is watching. Angels are rejoicing. And your Father is smiling, knowing the beauty that will unfold as you walk with him. The new chapter has begun. And it is already filled with glory. Believe again. Begin again. The rest will unfold in ways even more beautiful than you imagined, with God at the center of it all. Before you make that decision, take a moment, ask God first. Before you seek advice from others, before the doubts and what-ifs take over, pause and pray. So often we turn to God as a last resort, but he longs to be our first source of wisdom, peace, and direction. You don't have to figure everything out on your own. The job opportunity, the relationship, the next step in life, God cares about every detail. He already sees what's ahead and knows what's best for you. When you invite him into your decisions, he will guide you with clarity and peace. Matthew 7:7 reminds us, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you. This is not just a beautiful verse, it's a promise. God is approachable, attentive, and willing to lead you when you seek him with an open heart. So before making plans, pray.